Ports all around the world are known for being hubs of activity. From tourist vessels to oil tankers, from cargo ships to destroyers, the comings and goings in any port are often essential elements in a country's development and prosperity. And at the heart of all of that is the work of maritime pilots. With all the hustle and bustle of a working port, the risk of accidents is high. And, depending on the type of vessel coming in, such incidents could cause extreme damage, and such events might have a very hard impact on the environment, the economy, and the life of the port and the surrounding areas. Over the last years, we have all seen how easily accidents can occur at sea, and with all the variables that a port brings with it, the risk of incidents are multiplied. This is where maritime pilots come in. The work of maritime pilots is, essentially, to ensure a ship's safe entrance and safe exit from a port. The safety of a ship manoeuvring in the port means the safety of all those who live and work around the same port. What this means in practice is that a pilot with expert knowledge of his or her port goes on board a ship before it enters this port, offering assistance and advice to the captain in order to ensure that the ship is brought to dock safely. A pilot would similarly assist the ship leaving the port, ensuring safe passage out. Obviously, there are numerous considerations. Each port has its own shape and features, and challenges. And not only that, each ship and each crew also has its own characteristics. Not to mention all the possible variables in weather and sea conditions. These must be factored in too. All this means that the work that the pilots do could never be automated or computerized. The human element is just too important. The need to make split-second decisions, to trust instincts, and to use previous experiences is an integral part of the whole process, as is of course the ability to work in whatever conditions are thrown at you. Boarding a ship at night in gale-force winds is no easy matter, yet for maritime pilots, it's just another day in the office. Due to the nature of the pilot's profession, and to the crucial role that they have in the maritime sector, the International Maritime Organization recommends that pilots undergo continuous training in various aspects of their profession. Although the broad areas of training are indicated in the IMO recommendation number A960, the training does not make reference to a common framework or system. This is particularly relevant to European pilots. In Europe, there is a common vocational training system, as well as a common qualification framework, and vocational training related to most of the European professions is based on this. However, such a system does not encompass maritime pilots training. The Certipilot project wants to fill this gap by developing a common framework for the vocational training undertaken by maritime pilots, with a specific focus on risk prevention and environmental protection in ports. Certipilot wants to set a standard for increasing the safety of pilots. This project recognises that, given the integral role that maritime pilots play, such training is essential to the safety of all those working and living in and around the port. Through Certipilot, for the first time ever, it will be possible to take into consideration formal, informal and non-formal learning of the maritime pilots. Moreover, the issue of recognition of qualifications is addressed in a holistic manner, thereby not focusing just on one specific training program. This will be an essential step in ensuring that the pilots who are doing such an incredible job are properly recognised as trained professionals, and that the profession that serves so many people in such a noble fashion continues to get the respect that it deserves.